Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It is your girl Imani Wade. If you're new here, hey, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so I have been in a season of transitioning, and I really wanted to do a video today to talk about what this season has been like and how I typically handle transitions. This video is for anyone who, you know, is about to enter a season of change or has entered a season of change and transition. The reason why I feel like this is a necessary video to post is because I have moved 8 times. I've had 8 apartments. I'm about to go through one of the biggest transitions that I've made thus far in my 25 years of living. I am about to transition to California, and I've never moved to another state before. This is going to be something new for me, a new territory, and I've literally had nothing but August, September, October, November, December, 5 months to plan this transition, and I leave in 12 days. So your girl has some tips for you. Last year, I also went through a season where God literally told me to quit my job, and I quit my job, didn't have anything lined up for 3 months. And I mean, dude, like, obviously I'm not in that space anymore. I ended up getting a job that pays me twice as much as what I was initially being paid, and God came through. But during those 3 months, I literally, my emotions were up and down, up and down, up and down. And I had so much going on, and I didn't know how to process what I was feeling. I didn't know how to communicate what I was feeling, and I did not know what my needs were and how to share that with friends and family while I was in this transition. So in this video, I really hope that I can help you guys do that. So yeah, let's get into it. So one of the things that I really battled with last year was with feeling anxiety and depression and feeling like no one understood what I was going through and with my friends and family. And I barely knew what I was feeling and such. You know, I was getting dreams of, you know, during the time of me not having a job, I was getting dreams where the enemy was trying to make me feel like, oh, go back to stripping, go back to stripping, you know, go back to the club, you can't trust God. So I was dealing with, you know, spiritual warfare, but I was also dealing with the finances of not having anything coming in. And, you know, and that stuff stresses you out. You know what I'm saying? Walking out on faith is not always some peachy, creamy, yeah, let's go kind of journey. Like, we'd like to say that, but as a Christian and as a believer, I do believe that God wants us to make those bold moves and to trust him, because he wants to surprise us with these things that he has for us. But a lot of times there's a faith step that has to be made. Those aren't always easy, okay? So this year, with God telling me, hey girl, you're about to move, I really wanted to take time, because my transition season last year was somewhat of a hot mess. I wanted to take time to really do a self-analysis and go, girl, what do you need from people and what do you need from yourself? So I want to start with being self-aware and understanding with what I needed from me. So if you're about to enter a season of transition, or if you're in it, ask yourself, what do you need from you? And that is grace. Give yourself grace. You're not going to have everything checked off of your box of your routine. So for example, like last year, I fell off the workout wagon and I beat myself up for it. And I was like, you're not going to the gym, you're not working out, da da da. You know, this year, the same thing happened. I have not been going to the gym a lot in the season because I have other things that have been more of a priority, or I just don't have the energy or time or the motivation to go. That's okay. That's totally fine. When I make this transition, I really don't have a whole lot of an excuse to use for that, right? So give yourself grace. Not everything's gonna be checked off. Your kitchen may not be super clean if it usually is. You know, you may not have time to hang out with your friends like you used to. You know, you may slow down on your reading. As long as your relationship with the Lord is still solid and you're still, you know, spending time with him, it may not be heavy studying right now. You may just be praying and journaling right now, you know, which is no big deal, no problem. But like, something is not going to be consistent, and be okay with that. Like, give yourself grace in that. It's gonna be difficult, but I promise you, you're gonna beat yourself up. You're gonna really, really go through a tough time if you don't give yourself grace. The next thing, as far as being self-aware, is asking yourself, what do you need from other people? From me last year and this year, it's patience. Be patient with me. You know, as far as if I don't respond back to you immediately, if I don't want to go and say, if I don't say yes to events or going to places because I'm busy, or I just don't care to because I have other things to do, or be patient with me as far as if my emotions are in and out. So for example, I've had people hit me with very basic and quite annoying things like, hey, California's so expensive, or Cali is so expensive. Everyone's moving from Cali to Texas. And while people may not think how annoying and they don't remember how sarcastic I still am, even as a Christian woman, you know, I've had to be patient with people, but I also have to expect people to be patient with me if I respond like, oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Or if I just, you know, spit fire back at them like, obviously, but this is God's bill and his will, so I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So just be patient if people hit you with, oh my gosh, you're gonna quit your job without having anything lined up. Oh my gosh, girl, I could never do that. You know, last year I had people say that to me. So be patient with people, but also tell people to be patient with you if you don't respond back all cheerful and, oh my gosh, girl, you know, when they hit you with comments like that. Yeah, because anybody, Christian or not, would be annoyed if someone is speaking against something that you're excited to do, or if they're just hitting you with things that, you know, don't help the situation or the transition you're about to make. So that's just real. Third thing I would say is to really communicate your needs as far as support, whether that is physical support, emotional support, or spiritual support. I shared with my friends that I need more prayers right now. I shared with my friends that I need, you know, help, because at the same time of me moving, y'all, I'm publishing my first book. So it's like, hey, can you help me in any kind of way that God leads you? So I had friends that, you know, paid for my decorations at my book launch party, who set everything up, who were my assistant that day, helped me with spreading the news about my book, you know, helped me promote it, like amazing things. I've had friends that asked me, hey, do you want me to help you purge your apartment? Do you need help packing? Like, those are the kind of relationships that I cultivate and cherish so much, because they see that, you know, she needs help, she's asking for it, and then they take action on it. So share with your friends the kind of support that you need. I had friends fasting with me about this move. I had a friend, when I first found out that God told me to move, she's like, girl, let's fast together. So like, support and expressing the need for support is so important. The next thing I want to say on there is to, you know, be gracious with people who aren't really supportive about your move. But also, if you have people that aren't supportive about your transition or the change you're about to make, spend less time with them, because you're in a season where you're very vulnerable, because you're about to change or about to embark on something that is unknown territory for you. You don't have time to be around a bunch of people that don't support that. So pull back away from them. And then when you make that transition, you know, or if God gives you the green light to go back into a relationship or communication with that person, do so. But if you don't have people that are like rooting you on and firing you up about this, then you need to be praying about, number one, if this is from God, but number two, like, you know, help me have people that support and teach me and show me the people to pull away from. The last thing that I want to share on here is to take time to rest in this season if there is any way possible. Even if it's meditating and closing your eyes for like 5 minutes, listening to ocean waves play in the background, breathe in, breathe out, woosah kind of thing, you know, or if it's been a day of rest, like in your bed, relax, music playing, candle lit, like find a way to relax as you're in this season. So yes, and of course trust God. He's got your back. Like, if he's calling you to do something, like, he's going to come through for you. That's it. If he's called you to it, he will call you through it. You know, Joshua 1:9 is a staple verse to also hold on to while you're in a season of transition or change. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Wherever you go, you are with God. God is with you, and you do not have to fear anything. So yes, be encouraged. Also, Proverbs 3:5-6 is trust in the Lord in all ways, and in all your ways acknowledge him. He will direct your paths. Those two, hang on to those, and you will be fine. Like, literally, you'll look back and go, man, that was awesome. I'm glad I took that step. Man, that was great. I'm glad I made that leap. And I pray that this blesses you. One of my goals is to grow my YouTube channel. So if you watch this and come to my channel, you hang out, but you ain't subscribed, please subscribe, share with your friends and your family as well. Help me be great reaching this goal for YouTube. And yeah, thanks for the support. Love you guys. Bye.